Yeah. Hi, morning everyone. Lovely to be with you this morning. So I'll just give you some time to click into class and just find me in the live feed. Hopefully there'll be a few of you want to join me this morning, Thursday morning's class. And we've just come, well, not completely to the end, but we've come to the end of the 7 sessions for the chakras. This last session today is all going to be about the crown chakra. So it's all focused on what we call the 7th chakra. So feel free to say hello, any of you who are joining in on this lovely Thursday morning. Hopefully the weather's supposed to be brightening up a little bit for the weekend. So I'm off, as you know, on holiday on Saturday. So I'm hoping that there'll be some lovely weather over the next couple of weeks, but we shall see. It's going to be nice to have the break, I must say. So lovely. So welcome to class, everybody. Hi, Jill. I can see a couple of you joining in. Sahasrara, or the 7th chakra, also known as the crown chakra. So we're going to be working with the energy surrounding this particular energetic centre. Which of course is the gateway to all things spiritual. So our crown chakra is where we focus on our connection, our purpose, maybe our connection to possibly a spiritual side of things for us, but it's not, it's not completely necessary. For some of us, spirituality is a very individual thing. So yoga is a spiritual practice, and it helps you to become more and more connected with yourself as much as anything else. But for some people, that spirituality might be about connecting with their family or connecting with their purpose. So there's no kind of rights or wrongs here. For some people, it is tied into religion, and that's okay too. You can, be working with your higher power, thinking about connecting with God or Allah or any of the divine energies that you choose to work with. So again, no rights and wrongs here. It's just about, connecting and working with that area. So it finishes that comprehensive list. So we work from the 1st chakra all the way up, and then we end with the crown chakra. And so that's where we're going to be working today. So welcome to class, everybody. The crown chakra, or Sahasrara, means thousand-fold lotus. The colour is violet or white, and the element is thought or consciousness. So it's to do with, just that feeling of being, of knowing, that connection with your own purpose in life. The emotion that's tied in with it is compassion. And it's really important that we think about compassion not just as something we send out to other people, but also as something that we would send out to ourselves. So welcome to this 7th session in the journey through the chakras. They're all going to be uploaded. They are all uploaded in the class as they happen, from 1 all the way through to 7. But I've also popped them on Facebook, on YouTube as well. So any of you that are looking for it or want to share anything on YouTube, feel free to do so. So the purpose is awareness and connection with the divine and spirituality here. Properties include stillness, emptiness, presence, intelligence, awareness, and knowledge. The body part that we work with and where we particularly focus is the head, the brain, the nervous system, and the pineal gland, which governs our sleep and our melatonin levels and that type of thing. And also manages the seasonal cycles of the brain. So oils that we might want to use during this practice would be some of those more slightly headier, higher oils like jasmine, neroli, rose oil again is a good one to use, and just lavender and frankincense are both brilliant oils to use all round. They help to activate and balance into the crown chakra. So crystals and stones that we work with, moonstone is a beautiful stone to use. It's really good at gently opening and helping to get that connection through your crown center. Selenite is also a beautiful stone to use. And also clear quartz, which is, one of those stones. Again, a little bit, I tie it in a little bit with lavender actually, because it just covers so many things. It's an amplifier of all things, but again, as a clear crystal, it will really help with that connection with our spirituality. So I'm not going to talk too much this morning. We're going to get on to a little bit of movement, but we are going to begin laying down. So those of you that are watching now, you might want to bring yourself down to your mats and just lay down for a moment with the block underneath your chest if you're working with a block. So morning Pat, hi, nice to be with you. So if anyone's joining us, please feel free to say hi in the comments, etc. Lovely. So if we have a deficiency through the crown chakra, we can sometimes find that we're maybe a little bit materialistic, maybe disconnected or a bit cynical about things. If we have a nicely balanced crown chakra, then we will be quite enlightened, graceful, feel blissful, feel quite happy and balanced. But excessiveness can cause, and this is quite important, it can cause a bit of spaciness. So sometimes if we do a lot of meditation, or if we're a bit what we would call seventh chakra imbalanced, we can find that we're a bit scattered in our thinking, a little bit spacey, and we find it quite hard to connect to the earth. So if that's something that happens with you, that you find it quite difficult, you may need to work a little bit more with grounding energy to kind of balance out that headiness. If, like me, I tend to be much more of a grounded yogi, I like to be on the ground. So I'm very drawn to all that root chakra work. So for me, it's a really good practice to do a little bit more of the crown chakra activation, because that helps me to just balance out this solidness that I have sometimes, and I sometimes find it quite hard to kind of move a little bit. I have to be kind of pushed into change a bit, and you know, forced into dealing with new situations. And that seventh chakra balance means that you're okay to deal with all of these new situations. So it's really important to focus on all of the chakras, but the crown chakra for me is a really important one because it brings me into connection with nature. And that's my kind of spirituality, is all about nature and the outdoors and the seasons and the moon and all those kind of things. I'm off to see the sea in a couple of weeks, well, for a couple of weeks on Sunday, so I'll be really connecting elementally with sort of all of those things. So we're going to come onto the mat now, and we are going to begin by laying down. And as I say, our focus today is crown chakra. So I want you to think about bringing your energy and your awareness to the crown chakra and just noticing a nice gentle, maybe opening up through the top of the head. If you can visualize that with either white healing energy or with violet healing energy, that's great. If you struggle with the visualization side of it, that's okay. Just work with some of the asanas and some of the work and breathing that we're going to do. So lovely. So I'm going to come down onto the mat now, and we will begin our sequence. So I'm going to start by laying down over your block or brick. Oh, I forgot to mention, if you can have a strap handy as well, that would be useful, because we're probably, if we've got time at the end, we might do a little bit of strap stretches with the legs too. So, okay, so coming down onto your mat, we're going to bring the block to just behind the back. So just make sure that it's underneath the chest. Let me come a bit closer so you can see. So I have the top of the block really around about the shoulders, the scapular height. You can have it either way. Try it both ways, see whatever works for you. Or alternatively, you might have a cushion that you've just popped off of the sofa, and you're going to take that underneath the chest. But the idea here is that we're opening the shoulders, so the shoulders kind of roll back over it. So don't have it underneath your head, because that will create kind of a little bit of cranking here. We want the head to very gently tilt back. Now, again, if you find that the head tilting back makes you feel a little bit dizzy, you may want to just pop a little cushion or something under the head just to bring it up, but we'll still have this nice opening through the chest. Lovely. So I'll come down too. We're going to take the feet to hip width distance apart, and then just allow those feet to flop out to either side. So I love beginning class laying down, because I just think it gives us that time to really draw the awareness inwards, draw a line under what's happened so far in our week, and just begin to relax into our practice and prepare for practice. Lovely. So bringing the head down, maybe a gentle tilt through the neck if that feels good. Okay, Okay, we're going to breathe in and breathe out. And just allow those shoulders to gently roll down. Really nice. Breathing in and breathing out. Lovely. Inhaling and exhaling. And allow the arms to softly come away a bit from the body. Maybe turning the palms facing upwards. Take a lovely big breath in again. And then on the exhale, just see if you can soften the muscles down in your body. Beautiful. Breathing in and breathing out. Well done. And just take a few moments here, enjoying the breath. Just allow that breath to gently flow in and out through the nostrils. Just softening the body. And just letting all your cares just float away. So anything that you might be holding on to from the week, any frustrations, any anger, anything negative at all, just allow it to float away now, leaving the body. And just know that you can now spend the next hour or so focusing on yourself with this lovely nurturing practice for the crown chakra. Breathing in and breathing out. So if you're using any oils, you may well have popped a couple of drops of oils onto your pulse points, or you might be burning them in an oil burner. Begin to deepen your breathing. And just make your breath a little bit longer, a little bit slower. Really lovely. We're going to take a moment just to breathe in and bring those legs a little bit closer together, gently pointing through the front of the feet, so little point towards the other side of the room. And then as you breathe in, if it feels good for you through the arms, we're going to lift the arms up and slowly bring them overhead. Allow the backs of the hands to come down to the floor. Take a lovely stretch through the whole body. Beautiful. Breathing in and breathing out as you lengthen away a little bit into the arms and into the legs. Breathing in again and breathing out. Just find that lovely length. And one more breath in, and this time on the exhale, just pick up the hands, draw a lovely big arc through the air, and allow the hands to come back down to the floor. We're going to step the feet up as we inhale, and then on the exhale, bring your soles of your feet together and just allow the knees to softly open. Gorgeous. Finding that lovely stretch into the inner thigh. So second position of our fairly regular opening sequence. Supta Baddha Konasana, so bound angle pose. A pose that helps you to open the hips, create space through the body. Really lovely. Breathing in and breathing out. We're going to take a breath in here, bring the arms overhead again, if it feels good for you. So remember, if you need to keep the arms down, that's okay. You can work with arms down if that feels better for you. One more breath in here, bring the palms of the hands together, but keep the hands overhead if you can. Now, again, listen to your body. If there's any pain here, make adjustments accordingly. Breathe in and breathe out, pressing the palms of the hands together, bringing those arms up around the ears. Inhale and exhale, pressing the soles of your feet together. Beautiful. One more breath in, and we're going to slowly bring the hands all the way down to your heart center. And just take a moment here working with Sankalpa, so any intention or resolves that you want to make. Just spend a few moments just imagining your life in the way that you would like to see it. So it might be about bringing more motivation, it might be a business goal, it might be a physical goal. Whatever it is, just focusing for a moment on a goal of your choice or an intention that you might have. One more breath in, we're going to release, the hands come down. And then we're going to draw those knees all the way back, up towards the ceiling. Press firmly down into the feet and press firmly down into your hands as well. Beautiful. One more breath in here. Lovely. And then on the exhale, we're going to very gently just roll ourselves away from the block, bring it out to the side, and gently just draw those knees in towards your chest. So coming into Apanasana. Lovely. Take a nice big breath in. As we exhale, gently look towards the right. So we're just releasing any muscles through the neck. Nice gentle stretch through the neck. And then breath in again. Exhale, come back to the center. Lovely. Inhaling. And as we exhale, look across towards the left. Really nice. Again, just a gentle release through the neck. Breath in here and bring your head back to the center. One more breath in. On the exhale, pick up your forehead and bring the forehead nice and close up towards your knees. Draw your belly in. Really feel the flat back pressing down into the mat, or the lower back pressing down into the mat. One more breath in here and release. All the way down. Beautiful. Before we come down, we're just going to take a little bit of work around the ankles. So just flex the feet, bring those feet all the way up towards the ceiling. And just take a moment to gently circle those feet. So some of us might be feeling a little bit kind of tight through the feet and ankles. So spread your toes as wide as you can. Press into the heels and draw them down towards the face. And then again, if you want to, just draw some circles. Lovely. One more breath in here. And then we're going to press into the heels and open the legs nice and wide. So a lovely wide opening. Through those legs, you can use the hands to support. I can't go too wide because of the window. So just work within your own range. Draw your belly in and draw your shoulders away from your ears. Beautiful. Press firmly into the soles of the feet and press away towards both sides of the room if you can. Lovely. One more breath in here. And exhale, we're going to draw the legs all the way back up to the center and hug those knees in. Beautiful. Cross over the ankles and rock yourself up to seated. Nice. So come to a nice comfortable seated position here. Lovely. So if you've got your block handy, you might want to pop yourself onto the block. And this really helps you to just lift up through the sit bones and lift up through the chest. It really helps you to improve your posture a bit. So if you're working with Sukhasana, coming onto a block is always going to be a really useful thing to do, just to improve that pose. It allows the knees to come down a little bit further, and it allows a little bit of more space to be made through those hips. Really lovely. We're going to take a breath in and we're going to rise up with that right arm. So inhale up with the right arm, take a lovely stretch, look up to the arm, maybe into the crook of the elbow. Beautiful stretch into the side of the body and release. Inhale, left arm rises. Lovely. Lift all the way up and out of the hip on that side. Breathe into the side body and release. Inhaling, that right arm rises up nice and slowly. Find a lovely stretch through the side body. Gorgeous. And release. Well done, everyone. And then inhaling, the left arm comes up. Again, gently looking up towards the elbow. Soften your shoulder. Really nice. And release. Beautiful. We're going to take a gentle twist. So bringing this awareness to the crown of the head. So just at the very top of your head. Imagine this lovely long line of energy coming through the body and pulling. I want you to almost draw yourself a little bit more upright. Let go of the legs. Just allow them to be nice and soft. Beautiful. Take a lovely big breath in here. And exhale, we're going to turn towards the right side first. So activating into the right side as we begin. Begin maybe a little bit closer to the shin if that feels better. We're going to lift up as we breathe in. And then as we breathe out, using the hands as levers, gently turn the chest. And just allow the head to follow. So we're not kind of cranking our neck and looking back over our shoulder. We're just allowing the head to follow the chest. Beautiful. Breathe in and lift through the crown of the head, and breathe out, gently turn. Really nice. And then one more here. We're going to breathe in, softening the shoulders, and then gently turning. Lovely. Release the pose, come all the way back to the center, and then just allow your organs to settle. So we kind of reline up the spine, lift again through the crown of the head, and we're going to gently take it across to the other side. So this time we move across towards the left. Hand comes towards the knee, wherever it feels good for you. Other one comes behind. Find a lovely opening through these collarbones. Breathe in as you lift, and breathe out, gently turn. Beautiful. Lower and relax your shoulders. Breathing in as you lift through the crown of the head. And breathe out, softly turning the chest if there's space. And then one more time. As we breathe in, we lift up and out of those hips. And breathing out, gentle turning. Beautiful. And then come all the way back to the beginning. Unwind the body. Lovely. Take a breath in here. We're going to just turn the palms facing upwards, and for a moment come to chin mudra. So bring the thumb and the forefinger together. Breathe in and breathe out. And we're going to gently close the eyes. Inhale, keeping this lovely lift through the chest, and exhale, feeling that connection into your sit bones. Inhale and exhale. And then one more breath in here. And exhale, gently let go of the mudra, so release the hands, wriggle the fingers. We're going to take the hands in front, gently walk the hands forwards as far as feels good for you, and then gently rounding the back, just allow the forehead to come down as far as is comfortable. So release into the belly, feel a lovely stretch into those hips, and there's a slight lengthening of the torso that goes on. So maybe seeing if you can just creep those hands forwards a fraction. Keep your sit bones firmly down on the floor though. So you might find that you're up here, working here, and just trying to ease yourself forward. Press down into those sit bones if so. Breathe in and breathe out. Really nice. Inhale and exhale. And then one more breath in here. We're going to walk the hands all the way back. Lovely. Last inhale here as we just bring the arms all the way up, drawing energy between palms of the hands. Press the palms of the hands together, bring the outside, bring the ears towards the inner arms. Really lovely. Draw your shoulders away from your ears though. Try to keep that lovely connection and feeling of almost plugging in of the shoulders. Beautiful. Draw your belly in, lengthen your torso. Keep pressing the palms of the hands together. A little bit of a challenge here. Breathe in and breathe out. Really lovely. Really reaching away with energy and power. One more breath in. And exhale, draw the hands all the way down to your heart center. Beautiful. We're going to bring ourselves forwards and come onto hands and knees. Or you might want to just bring those legs around and then come onto your mat. Beautiful. So with our cat-cow today, what we're going to be focusing on is the crown of the head. So often as we move through the chakras, we'll be using the same asanas and the same poses. But what happens is we bring our consciousness to different parts of the body, and this helps us to kind of work with the muscles or work with that particular area. So today is crown chakra, so I want you to really think about the crown to tailbone connection. Extend through the top of the head and really feel nice and lined up. So just check that your legs are parallel, check that the feet are flat down to the mat, maybe give them a little bit of a tap here. And open up your fingers as wide as you can, pressing down into the knuckles. Lovely. So we're extending through the crown of the head. We're going to breathe in here and extend a little bit more. Draw your shoulders away from your ears. Lovely. And then on the exhale, draw the belly in. And the crown of the head is now shining down towards the floor. We're releasing the tailbone. Inhale, we're going to lower the belly, but bring the awareness to the crown chakra and allow it to move upwards along with the tailbone. Beautiful. Lovely. And then exhale, draw your belly in. Really nice. And then with your breath, I want you to just move gently 3 or 4 times between cat-cow, but bringing that awareness to the crown of the head, almost imagining a line of energy maybe coming out through the top of the head, and we're almost drawing a line with the crown of the head as we move up. Lovely, until that laser point hits the ceiling. Really nice. Couple more rounds here. So as we inhale, we release the belly, and then as we exhale, we draw the belly in. But listen, don't worry too much about getting caught up with the breathing. It's more about finding what feels nice for you within your body. Lovely. One more time here, and then exhale, just come back to a nice central position. We're going to walk the hands back. Bring yourself up to kneeling. Gorgeous. So we're going to come into a pose known as rabbit pose, which is bringing our forehead, bringing the crown of our head down to the floor. So bring those knees to inwards just a little bit. So you've maybe got a centimetre or so or an inch or so between the knees. I want you to think about really drawing your belly in for a moment and lengthening the tailbone. Squeeze into the thighs and squeeze the bottom so you feel really connected. Shoulders are nice and relaxed. We're going to take a nice big breath in here. Lengthen through the crown of the head. And then on the exhale, I want you to just gently begin to lower your chin. Okay, so the chin comes down. Then we're going to begin to bring awareness to the belly button and start to round the back. Lovely. And we're going to roll all the way down. So we've got a good old chin lock going on here. And we roll and roll and roll until the crown of the head comes down to the floor. And then we let go of the hands and hold on to the heels at the back. So we're holding the heels, and I want you to really draw your belly in and press up with your bottom a little bit. Really nice. So you feel nice and connected here. Hands can come down to the floor if that feels better for you. Breathe in. Keep drawing that belly in. Crown of the head is on the floor, and you might be able to hear your heart beating in your ears. Breathing out. Breathe in and breathe out. And then one more breath in here, and we're going to begin that slow work up. So release your hands, take the hands down to the floor, begin to press in, and we're going to draw the belly in and softly roll ourselves all the way back up to kneeling. Well done. Good work. So you might feel a little bit lightheaded here. That's okay. Just take your gaze to one unmoving object and breathe in and out, nice and softly through the nose. Nice natural breaths. One more breath in here. We're going to come back down to hands and knees. Take those knees nice and wide and sit back into your child pose. Release forehead down to the floor. Well done, everybody. Take a moment here just to breathe into the back of the body, really filling the lungs. Really nice. So rabbit pose is a fairly strong pose. You're activating into crown chakra. Some of us can feel a little bit woozy or a bit dizzy afterwards. But it is a great asana to help us to activate into that area, and it just takes us somewhere else within our practice. You know, a little bit like when we're coming into a shoulder stand and you can kind of feel almost the blood coming into the brain, etc. It's a lovely pose. Brings fresh nutrients to the brain. One more breath in here, and we're going to bring ourselves back to our back to our hands and knees. Lovely. Tuck under with your toes, and you know where we're going. We're going to draw the belly in. Press into the underside of the toes. Strong through those shoulders. Pick up the knees and bring those hips up and as far back as you can. So maybe a little bit of movement through your downward dog. So Maybe easing down into your heels a little bit, taking a little bit of a pedal here if you want to. Lovely. And then come to stillness for a moment. I want you to really be pressing into the fingers and drawing the hips as far back as you can so that it takes the weight off of your wrist. So even if you're bending your knees and sending your tailbone away, just gives you a little bit more comfort here. Beautiful. Now, if it feels good for you, we're going to pick up that right hand, but only if it feels stable and good for you. So if it feels too much, you can just sit this one out or take a rest in child pose. We're going to take that left hand just down to the ankle or to the knee if that feels better. Just a twisted dog here. So we're just turning a little bit through the chest, nice and strong through that left arm. Beautiful. Breathe in and breathe out. Keep drawing your belly in and then exhale, release, hand comes down. Beautiful. Take a rest here for a moment if you need to. You can always come down to down to your child pose if you need to rest. Lovely. Breathe in and breathe out. Beautiful. One more breath in here, and we're going to pick up the left hand this time. So nice and strong through the belly, squeeze the muscles of the legs, and then we're going to take the left hand to the outside of the ankle and gently turn the head towards the right. So we're really pressing down. Make sure you've got really good grip into your mat. You can bring the hands up towards the knee if that feels better for you. Breathing in and breathing out. Lovely. Try and balance your hips if you can. Breathe in and breathe out. And one more breath in. Replace the hands, and we're going to nice and gently lower those knees down and sit back into your child pose. Well done, everybody. Take a nice rest there for a moment. Breathe in and breathe out as the body just softens down. Really lovely. So with these sessions, they're not sequential, although they go 1 to 7. You can just pick and choose one to do. So after you've done all of the sessions, if there's one particular chakra session that appealed to you, so it might be this one or it might be the root chakra, wherever, whichever one worked the best for you, you can always go back and repeat that a little bit whenever you want to. Lovely. So we're going to take a breath in, come back up to our hands and knees. Tuck under with the toes and gently take those hips all the way back, downward facing dog. Lovely stretch through the whole of the upper back, drawing shoulders away from the ears. Allow the head to just relax. Little nod and a little shake. Make sure that neck is loose. And make sure you're pressing into the fingers fully. Lovely. Heels are coming down towards the floor. Gentle lengthening through the spine. Beautiful. One more breath in here. And we're going to just walk ourselves to the top of the mat. And then bring ourselves up into a nice mountain pose. So gently rolling up through the spine if that feels good. And bring yourself up. Nice. So coming into mountain pose, finding those 4 corners of the feet, really pressing down into the mat. Lovely. We're going to lift the chest, shoulders just up and back, just relaxing down. Beautiful opening through the collarbones. And then most importantly, we're really looking at lengthening through the body. So imagining this lovely long line through the body, crown of the head is lifted, standing tall and proud in our Tadasana pose. Lovely. Breathe in and breathe out. Beautiful. Active through the fingers, active through the legs. Drawing that belly in, breathing in and breathing out. We're going to bring the hands to the heart center. Lovely. Inhale, we're going to take those arms up nice and high. Exhale, fold all the way forwards. Beautiful. Inhale, bring the hands to the knees or to the shins and just look up through the eyebrows, drawing shoulders away from the ears and pressing out with your tailbone at the back. Beautiful. Lovely straight legs here. Feeling a nice stretch through the back of the legs. Breath in here, exhale, release all the way down. Beautiful. Inhale, we're just going to lift those arms up. Palms of the hands together down to your heart center. Beautiful. Inhaling up with those arms. Exhale, fold forwards. Take the hands to the floor and then inhale, hands to your shins. Lovely. Lengthen again through the crown of the head, so find that nice connection into your spine. Release down, Uttanasana, forward fold, and then inhale, arms come all the way up. Palms together down to your heart center. One more time. We're going to inhale, take those arms up. Beautiful. Exhale, folding forwards. Really nice. Release, release, release. Allow the torso to lengthen. Crown of the head is shining down towards the floor. Inhale to shins. Lengthen through the spine. Nice big breath in here. Exhale, release to Uttanasana. And then inhale, arms come out and up, reaching the palms up towards the sky. See if you can touch your ceiling. Palms together down to your heart center. Gorgeous. Back into mountain pose for a moment. Take a lovely breath in, find your balance, find your midpoint. We're going to inhale up with the arms. Exhale, fold forwards. Inhale, bring those hands to the shins, and then exhale, release the hands down. Begin to step back with your right leg, so take that right leg all the way back, and then left leg comes back, downward facing dog. Beautiful. Heels come down to the floor. We're going to take a breath in, gently just release down into a plank pose and pop your knees straight down on the floor. Make sure here that the eyes of the elbows are looking forwards, and then draw your elbows in as you lower yourself down. Beautiful. Inhaling up into Cobra, we're going to press away with those legs at the back, press into the pubic bone at the front, draw the elbows in. As we breathe in, we're going to just lift the shoulders up and back. Nice gentle Cobra pose, just opening through the front of the body and the heart center. Breath in here, come back to hands and knees. Nice. Gently tuck under with your toes, back to downward facing dog. Beautiful. Inhale, right leg rises. Take it up as high as you can. Exhale, we're going to step it or walk it through. Lovely. And then press into the back leg and bring it to the front. Inhale, lifting the arms up. Palms together down to your heart center. Beautiful. Inhale up. Exhale, fold forwards. Really nice. Inhale, take the hands to the shins. Lengthen through your spine, look up through the eyebrows. And then exhale, Uttanasana, forward fold. Beautiful. Inhale, we're going to pick up that left leg and step it all the way back as far as we can. Lovely. And then the right one comes back. Downward facing dog. Beautiful. Take a couple of breaths here in your down dog. Inhale and exhale. Lovely. Next time you inhale, we're going to come over onto our plank. Nice. Draw the belly in and pop the knees down. Eyes of the elbows facing forwards, and then gently draw those elbows in, strong through the arms as you lower yourselves down to the mat. Beautiful. Inhale into your Cobra. So pressing down into the pubic bone, drawing those arms in at the sides so they're really as close in towards the waist as they can be. Breathe in and breathe out. Point the toes away behind you. Lovely. One more breath in. And then we're going to come back to hands and knees. Gorgeous. Tuck under with your toes and come back, downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg rises. Beautiful. Exhale, we're going to step it through. So bring it through to the front, however you need to. And then we're going to step the other leg alongside. Inhale, lifting all the way up. Palms together, down to your heart center. Breathe in. And breathe out. Gorgeous. Breathing in and breathing out. Really lovely. And one more breath in and breathing out. Beautiful. So take a breath in here. We're just going to gently pick up the left foot. Gentle balance here for a moment, and then take that foot behind you. Beautiful. So keep it sideways on rather than turning it. And we're coming into a nice high lunge. So think about the hips facing forwards. The feet are going to face forwards, but you might want to just walk out that right foot a little bit so it can help with your balance. Bring the weight into the balls of the feet on that left foot. Lovely, nice and strong through your back leg, and then just gently begin to bend the front knee, and we're coming up into this lovely high lunge. Stretch through the back of that back leg, really nice. Breathe in, lift up nice and tall, and breathe out, beautiful. Breathing in, and breathing out. And then one more breath in here, and on the exhale, we're just going to take it all the way down. Press the left hand down into the mat. You might want to slide your leg back a little bit more. And then lift your right hand all the way up towards the ceiling. A lovely high twist. Beautiful. Breathe in and breathe out. Nice. One more breath in here. Nice and strong through the legs. Draw your belly in and release. The hand comes down. We're going to press into that back foot and bring it forwards. Inhale all the way up. Palms together down to your heart center. Beautiful. Well done. Breathe in and breathe out. Just allow your breath to settle a little bit between the movements. So we're going to take that weight gently over onto the left leg this time. Softly pick up the right one and then step it back as far as we can comfortably. So try and keep it nice and comfortable. And we're going to bring the feet parallel, straight on, walking that left foot out a little bit this time. And the back one may be out a fraction too. Make sure your hips are both facing forwards, nice and square. Really lovely. We're going to take a breath in here, draw the belly in. Begin to gently bend that knee. Nice, so the front knee is bending and the back one, we're going to come up onto the balls of the feet and find strength through the back leg. Lovely, keep drawing your belly in. Lift up through the arms. Nice. Breathe in and breathe out. Beautiful high lunge here. So feeling fully connected into the soles of that left foot. So really pressing down into the foot, but also feeling connected into the ball of your right foot and a lovely long line through the back of the leg. Squeeze your bottom. Notice what happens. One more breath in here and exhale. We're going to release all the way down. This time the right hand is going to stay down. You might need to wiggle your right leg back a fraction. And we open up towards that leg. So again, a nice high twist. Look up towards the hand. Squeeze the belly in. Breathe in. And breathe out. Really lovely. Breathing in. And breathing out. And then one more breath in. We're going to bring that hand all the way down. And then power through the back legs. A bit of work for the legs here. Inhale, lift all the way up. Palms together, down to your heart center. Well done, everybody. Come into your mountain pose. And breathe. Beautiful. Inhale. And exhale. Lovely. Inhale. And exhale. And we're going to come into a pose known as dancer pose. So again, a couple of options here. We're going to stay at the front of our mats though. If you have a wall handy, that's okay. You might want to move to a wall if you worry a little bit about balance. What we're going to do is take a lovely breath in here in our mountain pose and find our balance point. Beautiful. Inhale and exhale. And we're going to take our weight all the way over onto the right leg to begin with. Okay, so press firmly down into all four corners of the feet, and then very gently we're going to pick up the left knee, bring it forwards for a moment. See what's going on with your balance today. You might be a bit wobbly, you might not. And then we're going to take it all the way back, and then if you want to, just pop the toe down, and you can stay here. This is where, you know, any of you who maybe suffer with vertigo or giddiness or feel that you need to practice a little bit more balance before you come into it, you can stay here. Squeeze through the back of that leg and just find a nice place to be here. However, if you want to come a bit further forwards into our dancer pose, we're going to pick up that leg and just hold on. So hold on to the foot or around the ankle. Lovely. And the knee is pointing downwards now. That left knee is pointing downwards. We're going to rise up with the right arm. Beautiful. Find a lovely length through the front of the body. And again, you can stay here. Just work with this little stretch here through the front of the thigh. If you want to though, you can take it a little bit further by pressing the foot into the hand and beginning to lift the foot up. But again, only take it to where it feels comfortable, so it might just be a little bit here. That's okay. Or some of you may want to take your foot all the way over your head, and you're very welcome to if that feels good for you. Really nice. Breathe in and breathe out. And don't worry if you're wobbling. And don't look at me because I'm wobbling too. One more breath in. And exhale, release the arm down and release that leg. Take a nice gentle pedal through the feet and allow the body to settle in mountain pose. Breathe in and breathe out. Well done, everyone. Beautiful. So, breath in and a lovely long breath out. Now we're going to just transfer that weight over onto the left side. Press down into the heel and press down into all four corners of your feet. Squeeze the muscles of that standing leg, and then we're going to pick up the right leg, bring it up to the front to begin with, and then nice and gently take it back. And remember, you can stay here. You can work here, bringing the arm up if that feels good for you. That's okay. Work at drawing your belly in and straightening and lengthening that leg at the back. Beautiful. But if you want to, you can pick up the right leg, take a hold of the ankle, make sure that your shoulders and your hips are nice and balanced. Breathe in, and the left arm is going to rise. Beautiful. Think about drawing shoulders away from the ears. Think about being nice and connected into your root. Lovely. Keep your drishti and your glance in one place. Real focus. And then if you want to, you can begin to press the foot into the hand and see if you can take that foot maybe a little bit higher up. Gorgeous. One more breath in here. Exhale, release. Come all the way back. And we're going to release the arm and release the foot. Lovely. Allow your breath to settle. Come into your mountain pose, maybe closing the eyes for a moment. Breathe in and breathe out, and notice the effect on the body. Notice how the body feels. Excuse me. Really gorgeous. So we're going to take a breath in, bring the arms all the way up. Exhale, folding forwards. Nice and softly. And we're just going to stay here for a moment, allowing the crown of the head to gently turn down towards the floor. So easing that torso down a fraction. Maybe holding behind the knees if that feels better for us and gives us a little bit more support. Breathe in and breathe out. Lovely. Breathing in and breathing out. Really nice. And then one more breath in here. We're going to plant hands firmly down into your mat and gently step back into your downward facing dog. Nice big stretch through the back of the body. Allow the heels to make their way down towards the floor. Well done, everybody. One more breath in here. We're going to release the knees down and sit back into your child pose. Beautiful. Breathe in and breathe out. Really lovely. Really nice. So just allow the body to settle. And then when you feel ready, you're going to just walk the hands back and come to kneeling. And we're going to work in a pose called dolphin pose, which is a preparation for headstand, but we're not going to be doing a headstand today. Well, any of you that are familiar with headstand and use it within your practice, you can do headstand whenever you like. But those of you who know me know that I tend not to teach headstand because it does take a certain amount of core strength really to be able to work safely in headstand, and it can put pressure on the neck, etc. So it's really very important that you're at a place in your yoga practice where you feel very strong through the neck and the shoulders. That's where a lot of the work is, believe it or not. And the core, which is again one of the most important parts with headstand. But again, a lot of it's about here as well, about fear and things like that. So, but what we are going to work in today is dolphin, which is a preparation for headstand, and it equally activates into the crown center. So we're going to begin just by coming forwards as if we were coming down into balasana, but bring the forearms out in front of you and take the elbows, take a hold of the elbows. Okay, so once you've taken a hold of the elbows with the hands, we're then going to release the hands and clasp the hands together. Okay, so we're forming like a little triangle without the bottom bit. Lovely. So next we're going to lift up the bottom. Okay, maybe make an adjustment if we need to, just to maybe move the knees back or forwards, whichever feels better. And what's really important here is that we're not going to be putting the head on the floor at the moment. We're just going to be resting the head, maybe for me, resting the back of my ponytail on top of my thumb, really. And the work and the training that we do is to build up the arms and the shoulders. So that's what I want you to be thinking of, because it's really important you've got that strength through the arms and shoulders and equally in the core before you can take those legs up into a headstand. So first of all, making sure you've got this lovely base here. We're going to focus now on the belly. So draw your belly in and just release your head down so that your head is maybe, the crown of the head is maybe an inch or two away from the floor. Press firmly down into your forearms. And now what we're going to do is just tuck under with the toes. Draw the belly in, take a nice big breath in, and then on the exhale, we're going to press into the toes and lift the hips as if we were coming into like a little mini downward facing dog. And as we do so, draw that belly in, but keep the head away from the floor and don't turn your head to the side. Keep your head nice and centered all the time, really important. Okay, so press in, and you might find my mat's a bit slippy, so I end up sliding away a little bit. So we're going to draw the belly in, press the heels down towards the floor. The feet are nice and lined up. Beautiful. Breathe in and breathe out. Feel the strength in the shoulders and the arms. Lovely. Keep drawing your belly in. One more lovely, nice big breath in here, and exhale, release your knees down. Let go and sit back into your child pose. Forehead comes to the floor. Nice breath in, and then a long breath out. Beautiful. Lovely big breath in and a long breath out. Really nice. So well done. We're not moving into full headstand. We're just working with this preparation work for headstand, but also it works to activate into these areas as well. Inhale and exhale. Really nice. So just allowing everything to settle. We're going to take a moment now and then just walk the hands all the way back and come over onto your bottom for a moment. Beautiful. So before we come down, we're going to come into Dandasana. So I want you to draw the heels away from the body. So really press firmly into those heels. Bring the knees together, so spiraling the knees in. Find a lovely lift through the body. Inhale, bring the hands to the heart center. I want you to connect into your heart center and think about the quality of compassion. Compassion to yourself and compassion to others. Breathe in and breathe out. Allow the shoulders to relax down, but find this lovely opening through the collarbones. And now I want you to just imagine a lovely long line of energy coming in through the feet, coming all the way to the groin, and then lifting up and out through the top of the head as we lift those arms upwards. Really nice. Open the hands if you want to, and visualize a healing light just flowing in and out through the crown center. Breathe in and breathe out. Breathing in, drawing that belly in, nice and firm through the pose. So squeezing the legs, pressing the heels away, really reaching into those fingertips. One more breath in here. Exhale, palms come together. Draw the hands down to your heart center. We're going to release the hands and gently come back down onto your back. Just lay down for a moment, bringing the arms and the legs a little bit away from the body. Relax your shoulders. Beautiful. Breathe in and breathe out. Lovely. Inhale and exhale. And one more breath in here. And we're going to just take a gentle stretch through the legs before we come into our relaxation space. So if you've got your strap or band handy, or if you've got a belt or anything close by, you can have that. But don't worry if you haven't. You don't need to have one. You can just do this work without the strap. Take a breath in. We're going to gently step the feet up. And then just bringing the strap softly underneath the soles of your feet. Take the feet all the way up towards the ceiling. Really nice. So we've done a little bit of work through the legs with our sun salutations and our high lunges. So let's work to just stretch them for a moment. Easing into the back of the legs. Beautiful. Draw your belly in. So you can be nice and loose through the band, allowing the elbows to come down onto the floor. And draw your shoulders away from your ears. So there should be no grabbing with the hands or crunching up of those shoulders. A nice flow of energy through the whole body. Breathe in and breathe out. Breathe in and breathe out. Again, a gentle pressure into the heels will just extend that stretch. One more breath in, and exhaling, draw those knees in. Lovely. Release and just lose the band for a moment. Beautiful. Pop your feet down on the floor and walk those feet to the outside edges of your mat. Nice. Arms gently coming away from the body. Take a breath in here. As we exhale, gently lower your knees down towards the right, but with purpose. So try not to just flop down. Work to ease them down and soften the knees down to the floor, and gently look towards the left. Should feel really nice through the thighs. Breathing in and breathing out. Lovely. Closing the eyes if you want to. And then one more breath in. We're going to very gently draw your belly in, bring your legs all the way back to the center, and then begin to ease the legs down to the other side. Really nice. So nice and slowly. We don't go rushing into any stretches because you can end up pulling muscles and things. And allow the legs to just slide away from you if they need to. And we're going to look softly towards the right. Breathe in and breathe out. Really well done, everybody. Breathing in and breathing out. One more breath in here, and then gently bring those legs all the way back to the center. And we're going to finish in Upanasana. So just allow the lower back to flatten down to the floor. Take a breath in, very gently looking towards the right, just to release your neck. And then look towards the left. Really lovely. Legs are nice and heavy, just gently pressing down. Shoulders are connected into the floor. And bring your head back to the center. Taking a breath in here, nice and gently lift from the chest and bring your forehead towards the knees. Nice tight ball. And then take a breath in and release. And we're going to pop the feet down and then begin to move into our relaxation space. So take a moment here to maybe pop a blanket on or hop on the sofa if that's where you want to be. I'm going to come a little bit closer to you so you can hear me a bit better. Lovely. And just take that time to spend time making yourselves a little bit warmer and a little bit more comfortable. So you can come onto your back, you can bend the knees if that feels good for you. You can lay on your side if that feels better, or as I say, pop onto your sofa if that works. And the meditation we're going to work with today is known as the Shining Lotus meditation. So just take that time now just to soften your body and allow everything to release. Allow the body to let go. And we talked a little bit about the crown chakra at the beginning, being the highest centre of the body, situated at the crown of the head. And it's the seat of our higher consciousness. It's where we connect with our spirituality and where we connect with our purpose. Lovely. And so we're going to begin this visualization just by allowing the body to let go completely. Closing the eyes. Just letting go. Feel the body releasing. And almost feel the body sinking into the floor or the sofa if that's where you are. Know that you're free, safe and secure, and the body is warm and comfortable. And if you're laying down on the floor, just feeling the back spread out across the mat. To widen at the same time elongate and feel a loosening up, a flexibility or a freedom. And just be aware of the amount of space that you're taking up on the floor or in your room. And become aware of the amount of space that you take up on this planet. And just surround yourself now with a pure healing light. And you can choose the colour of this light. So maybe that it's a golden light, might be a silver light or a white light, maybe a violet light, whatever works for you. And allow the aura of this light to pulsate with energy as you breathe in and out. And just allow the aura of light to grow, to widen, and to merge your energies so it's touching every single one of your chakra senses. And think of the room now being filled with this circle of light, a healing energy, a vibrant upliftment, comfort and solace for anyone who may be in need at this moment, either physically or mentally. So notice as the light fills the room. And then I want you to visualize the crown of your head and place in the center of the head a shining lotus with 1,000 petals. This pure white flower is shining with a luminous light. It's spiritual energy, it's peace, it is contentment and comfort. Feel the compassion and the softness. And the opening out of the petals now creates within you an opening which allows a stream of pure white crystal mist to flow through the crown of the head and into the body. I want you to feel as though the crown of the head is allowing a stream of pure white light to enter your body. And with this light comes complete surrender. You are now able to let go. Let any restrictions or blockages be released. Recognize that part of you that has been lost or fragmented, and feel the crystal mist now flooding into the whole of your body as it goes into the arms and the legs. Feel the lightness. Feel the whole of the body being released of weight. Release any heaviness, any density, and feel the body sinking deeper and deeper into the relaxation. All you are aware of now is the stillness, the peace, the warmth, and the contentment. And slowly we're going to bring our awareness back as we begin to deepen our breathing. And as you bring the body back from its visualization, I want you to imagine the lotus flower at the crown of the head just closing into itself. Be aware of the petals folding back into a bud. And feel the light shimmer until the stillness returns. And just begin to allow the body to return. Slowly deepening that breathing. Inhaling and exhaling. And just notice how your body feels now. Notice any lightness that you might be feeling in the body. Any looseness, maybe quietness of the mind. You might feel a little bit more connected to yourself, or maybe to your higher power. Lovely. Then we're going to take a breath in and just begin to gently move the fingers and the toes. So gently wriggling fingers and wriggling toes. Spread those fingers nice and wide. And maybe close them up into fists. Maybe a gentle turning of the wrist. Really nice. And then if you want to make those movements a bit bigger, maybe bring palms of the hands together, create some prana, some life force through the hands, a little bit of energy. And then take the hands over the eyes. And just for a moment, breathe in and breathe out. Lovely. And then just allow the eyes to softly open, spreading the fingers and allowing the daylight to come in. And take a lovely stretch through the whole body. So nice reach up and over, easing away through the fingers, maybe a little bit more rotations through the wrists. Gorgeous. And then a few more movements, whatever you need to do to bring yourself back into this moment before bringing yourself up to a nice comfortable seated position. So no rush, there's no rights or wrongs here. You can take your time coming up, or you can come up a little bit quicker if that's your preferred place to be. Okay. And then once you are up, and of course some of you might wish to stay having a little relaxation, that's okay, no problem at all. We're going to just take a moment to draw ourselves up nice and tall through the crown of the head and soften the shoulders away from the face, maybe drawing that chin in a little bit. Nice length through the spine. Again, just imagining this lovely opening through the crown of the head and this lovely kind of line coming all the way through the body, lifting us up. Gorgeous. Take a breath in here. As we exhale, we're going to gently lower one ear down to one shoulder. So find a comfortable place within your neck to do that. And then softly draw the chin in, just looking down towards the top of the legs before bringing the head back to the centre and then taking the other ear across to the other side. So nice and gentle with the neck, just exploring, maybe finding any areas of tightness. And then gently turning the chin in as you look down. Really nice. Breath in. We're going to come all the way back to the centre. Lovely. And then take a lovely long stretch through the back of the neck. Excuse me. Allow the chin to come down to the chest and then bring your head back to the centre. Beautiful. Bringing the hands to the heart centre. You can close the eyes again and revisit your sankalpa. So any intention, any purpose that you wanted to set for yourself, you can revisit that. Just taking that time just to roll it around in your mind. Breathing in and breathing out. Really nice. We're going to take a breath in, bring the hands to the forehead, thinking kind and loving thoughts about ourselves and about others. And we bring it to the lips and we speak with kindness and the truth. And we take it to our heart and we have a kind, open and loving heart. Namaste, everyone. Thank you so much. So thank you for joining me this morning. That was the last in the series of our journey through the chakras, number 7. But I'm doing one last class tomorrow morning before I go away on holiday. So the class tomorrow is going to be a full chakra class with a full chakra meditation at the end. So I'll be going live from about 9:25, and then that class will be finishing around about 10:30 again, 10:30, 25 to 11. So thank you so much for joining me. Hope you've enjoyed it. If any of you have any questions about any of the previous classes, or if you have any suggestions for future stuff, I'm going to be doing a bit of planning while I'm away on holiday, then just let me know. Feel free to contact me. I won't be on my phone as much, hopefully. My husband's threatened to hide my phone while I'm on holiday, which may well happen. But certainly feel free to message me, because at some point I'll be looking at it. So thank you so much. Lovely to see you all and be with you all this morning. Take care, and hopefully I shall see some of you this evening in outdoor classes, or tomorrow for streaming again. So have a lovely day, and I'll see you soon. Lots of love. Bye-bye.